I finally decided to make a tutorial for it. Something like that. Now, see about these designs right here, these Unreal brushes, these could be easily pen tool things. They were originally created by pen tool in Illustrator. And what I can do later with them, and I probably will do, is I'll probably select them and I'll probably fill them with some type of oriental piece created from somewhere else. But for right now, I'm just going to color them and display them over the character. But you'll see how that ends up later. I keep coming back to that one. Here's a good one. Actually, I think I'll try this one. Most of my brushes I never even use in my life. I just collect them because every time I go to a brush fan site or something, I find brushes that I love and I can't just live without. I'm like, yeah, I'll probably use this. Turns out I never use it, but I just keep it because they're just so much fun. It's great to, you know, mix and match different brushes. My only downside is I have to go through them all the time, figure out where I put which brush, because I just they automatically load to my Photoshop. So who knows where they end up. They're all out of order. Here's another one that's good. I like using these brushes that have like all the dynamic lines coming out of it, because it's a little bit, it's very modern in that context. And like, see how I'm using this tool constantly to double check the area of where I'm putting it, and then I'm adding it just like that. And by doing that, you can add, you know, as you can see, brushes to each other, making a more dynamic shape. These are the watercolor brushes, I think. Also, as I just said, you can download brushes that are like Painter, imitating different types of or techniques of painting, like oils and watercolors. And you can really get into that about, you know, doing that. Actually, I'm going to show you how I use that right now. I'm going to select another new layer and I'm going to put it down here just above my background layer. And I'm going to use this, change the diameter of it, and I'm going to change the color too. And I think I'm going to use something around pink. And also, or more along something closer to red actually. And then I'll also use orange and yellow on top of that. And I'm going to go around, I'm going to really just, you know, play around. Yeah, just like this. Just, you know, spread out, play around a bit. As you can see, I'm going to have like a little bit of a cloudy atmosphere right there. Half the time when I do this, I don't even think about what I want. It just kind of comes into place. I find another brush that's usually part of the same package. Same type of brush. And I changed the color to, using my little color picker here, and change it to that orange again. Or actually, I'll use a different variation of that orange. And I'm going to now paint that. Just, you know, have some fun with this. As you can see, now we got some orange going on in there. It looks kind of splotty right now, but it's gonna look a lot better. And then I'm gonna use a different direction version, like that. And then I'm gonna choose another color again, and I'm gonna choose this yellow this time. And I'm gonna repaint that, and we're gonna go down here. And we're just gonna lightly, you know, play around a bit. And now we kind of have that multitude of color. I think I'll actually put one more with a different color in it. Yeah. And I think I'm going to choose some variation of orange again, but a little bit more goldenish. I want to get a more golden color. That'll work. And I'm just going to get in there. That brush wasn't very good. Let's find another one. This one again. Sometimes I just reuse the brushes. There we go. There, you get some color in there. And as you can see now, I have like a little bit of that Mish watercolor look to it. Yeah. And what some people do now is they can just blur over it. I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to eventually take it to filter if I wanted to, but I think I'm just going to stay with brushes. Well, actually, I can use the filters because, you know, you still use the brushes to make it. So I can show you the technique to use filter to enhance that. Still, even when using brushes, you use the filter to a degree. That was another thing I used way back when. My strength is at 50 right now because I kind of like it a little bit light. Like. I say the word like a lot because I'm a girl from California. And that was a stereotype. California beach babe. See, and by using the blur tool, you get a little bit more of that cloudy kind of watercolor feeling to it, which is what I was looking for this design. Because this character is very oriental, so he's gonna get a very oriental kind of type of texture to go with him. And by doing that, I think I'm gonna make it a little bit stronger and a little bit bigger. I'm gonna really get in there. I want to get that very cloudy feeling to it. Just like that. Now right now, as you can tell, the background's very organic. However, the foreground, the character himself, the medicine seller, is extremely, how do we say this? Extremely there. He looks like a cutout because he was, of course. And he's actually a vector. I'm not a vector, I mean a render of another piece. But because he's so hard, there's a few things we can do. We could actually blur over his sides, which is kind of a more amateur thing people do, and I don't really want to do that. I rather just kind of have him fit in there. And to do that, I'm going to take him to the enhancements, and I'm going to enhance him a little, as much as I can. I'm thinking posterization would be good for this, but I'm not really sure yet. But I'll do that later after I hang up with the background a bit. And now, like I said, we're going to take this to filter. And we'll just go to filter gallery. And there it is. And now we have all these different filters. For those of people who haven't used filters before, it's a great way to imitate different types of normal artwork and really enhance your graphic. These days, I really haven't seen people that do a lot of things in filters. Some people do, but not a lot of people really take it so far. But then again, I could be wrong. I just haven't really seen a lot of it. Okay, I think more people these days are using renders and vectors. Okay, I think I might use dry brush. Kind of gives it that spray painting feeling. No, I just use these toggles to scroll back and forth on whether or how I like it. And I'm seeing it being unchanged here, so I'll just go a different one. Fresco, no. Paint dabs, maybe. Or if you don't find something like there, you can always go to zoos. You can see all the different types. Here we go, glass. That'll look interesting. That'll make it look really swervy, although it's hard to see. You can see I'm toggling it again. Or ocean ripple will be interesting. Actually, I'm gonna go with glass.